Space has beckoned to us from the dawn of time. This is the story of our greatest adventure, when humans first stepped off the Earth into the unknown.
TLT-OTC, perform APU restart. CLS is go for ET-LO2 pressurization.
Firing chain is armed.
RTC, TLT, control room member cleared. No unexpected error.
Discovery's computer is now controlling. Sound suppression water system is being activated. Brain safe systems armed. T-minus 10 seconds. Go for main engine start. 7, 6, 5. 3 engines up and burning. 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, beginning America's new journey to the moon, Mars, and beyond.
My pleasure to introduce these 7 men who have been selected to begin training for orbital space flight. John H. Glenn, Virgil I. Grissom, Alan B. Shepard.
Once upon a time, almost 50 years ago, a group of men were called upon to risk their lives on a mission to the skies as rocket men.
Walter M. Schirra.
They call themselves Star Voyagers, astronauts.
These, ladies and gentlemen, are the nation's Mercury astronauts.
Everything they do to get into space will be new. Every step they take a first. There are no mobile phones.
Testing.
Computers are the size of station wagons. And no one knows if a human can survive beyond the confines of Earth. It is the height of the Cold War. A huge arsenal of missiles points towards the Soviet Union. The fight is for the hearts of men. The frontier is not Earth, but space. To win it, men must ride a rocket to the skies.
Four, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
On the last day of January 1961, America's first rocket man is ready.
The spacecraft is to reach a maximum altitude of 120 statute miles, 4.5 minutes of weightlessness, a velocity of almost 5,000 miles per hour.
The big question is, will the Star Voyager survive?
The spacecraft traveled 40 miles higher and 120 miles farther than scheduled. They sustained 18 G instead of the normal 11. But Ham is fine and made the trip into space and back safely.
Ham, a 4-year-old chimpanzee, is America's first astronaut and an instant celebrity. He's also proof that you can survive in space, provided the rocket doesn't kill you first. It's time for man to take his chance. The first is Alan Shepard.
Okay, Stoney, take it over. Roger. 5 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, lift off and the clock is started. This is Freedom 7. The fuel is go. 1.2 G, fuel is 14 psi. Oxygen is go. On the periscope. What a beautiful view. Cloud cover over Florida. Cabin holding at 5.5. I understand. Cabin holding at 5.5. Fuel is go. 2.5 G. Cabin 5.5. Fuel is go. 4G. 5.5 cabin.
Just a glimpse at the wonder of space, but it changes the world.
Everything, my condition is still good. I'm getting ready for impact. It just hit the water a moment ago. A cheer went up from the ship company watching here from all decks on the aircraft carrier.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win.
To put a man on the moon and return him safely to Earth before the decade is out. It is a dream of ages, and its time has come. The clock is running. It will cost rocket men their lives.
Liberty Bell 7, this is Atlantic Capcom. Do you read me? Over.
Astronaut Gus Grissom has survived a trip to space. But will he survive the return?
The astronaut is out of the capsule.
After splashdown, the icy Atlantic has a grip on his space capsule. And on him.
Lead helicopter to go right over the capsule. The helicopter has hooked onto the capsule. Correction, the capsule is still floating in the water.
Gus Grissom cheats death. It is the rocket man's gift. Sometimes. It is time to send a Voyager to circle the planet.
Behind this day stands years of preparation, of research and testing, of planning and training. And the purpose of it all is knowledge. Knowledge that will serve as the basis for space explorations of the future.
Okay, John?
John Glenn's tiny capsule waits for him atop the most powerful missile so far launched. If it fails, this surely will be the last human hand he touches.
CNS band beacons are on. We just gotta go. You ready? Status check, pressurization. Locks tanking. Have a blinking high level light. You are go. Water systems. Go. Range operations. Mercury capsule. No. All pre-start panel lights are correct. The ready light is on. Eject Mercury umbilical. Oil evacuate. Mercury umbilical clear. Mercury evacuate. Lights on. All recorders too fast. T-minus 18 seconds and counting engine start. The wing with me waiting, Bravo. Good Lord, ride all the way. 9. Godspeed, John. Roger. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roger, the clock is operating. We're underway. We're smoothing out some now. Get down to the vibration area. Sky looking very dark outside. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous. Beautiful. Roger, 7. You have a go. At least 7 orbits. Roger, understand go for at least 7 orbits. Ammeters indicating 2-3. ASCS is 112. Fans are 112, over. How does he look, Bermuda?
Looks real good, Kay, but surgeon reports everything okay, all systems okay.
Bermuda, Kano, Zanzibar.
Horizon is a brilliant blue.
17,000 miles an hour.
Coming up on the scope.
Very good, John. You sound good.
Roger. That was sure a short day.
Alone in space, Glenn encircles all human life in just 90 minutes.
Just to my right, I can see a big pattern of lights, apparently right on the coast. I can see the outline of the town and a very bright light just to the south of it. Roger, that is Perth and Rockingham, you're saying. Roger, the lights show up very well. And thank you, everybody, for turning them on, will you? Roger, sure will, John. Very fine.
Instantly, John Glenn is an American hero. Earth orbit is one small step. Giant leaps still lie ahead. Men must fly in larger rockets, and new rockets are a problem. One in 5 Titan rockets fail. Tough odds if you're a rocket man. Engineers drive themselves to find a fix. Men will ride next. The project is called Gemini, the twin sons of men and gods who lived both on Earth and in heaven. Astronaut John Young will fly first, with the man who cheated death in the icy Atlantic, hero Gus Grissom.
Okay, TM, verify your station recorders are on.
A simple objective: test drive the new rocket and return alive.
CO, isolated battery to normal.
Isolated battery is normal, ready now.
Stand by on the ammeter, electrical blockhouse, external power off. Roger. 12 off, 18 off, 54 off on internal power.
This is Gemini Launch Control at T-minus 60 seconds and counting. Launch
we
vehicle
already got
now on battery power. All systems still looking good in the
is,
spacecraft and with the launch vehicle itself.
Tony, will you cut down Aeromed a little bit? They're overriding even my own guidance.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff 16 minutes after the hour. It's climbing very nicely. Control program completed. The message program has been issued.
Roger, staging.
RKV, Capcom, over. RKV is monitored. Roger, we're standing by for your rest deployment, over.
No human eyes have ever seen what these explorers see. Even as they orbit, another rocket man is preparing. In secret, he is getting ready for a bold step, closer to man's dream of the moon. Ed White is 34, a father. Fewer than 40 people on Earth know what he's training for, and none of them are sure it can be done. Ed White will fly with his best friend, rocket man Jim McDivitt. Unless things go well, McDivitt will come home alone.
Roger, mark, Jimmy.
150 miles high, 17,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, my phone.
A simple sounding instruction.
Okay, we're giving you a go for your EVA at this time.
The start of a great adventure.
Okay.
Roger, flight, let's go, okay?
I feel that. I got dragging a little bit, so I don't want to fire the gun yet. Okay, I'm separating from the spacecraft. Okay, I'm out. Oh, there you are. Camera on now. Okay. You're right in front, Ed. You look beautiful. I feel like $1 million. This is the greatest experience I've just remembered. Looks like a thermoclass, Jim. I feel like $1 million.
The flight director says get back in.
Jim,
Jimmy Fuller, get back in.
okay. I want you to come back in now. No, back in. Come on.
2, 1, 0. Ignition. Engines start. We have a liftoff.
Rocket men can walk in space, and one day might even walk on the moon. But could they come home again?
You can tell them that the pad preparation schedule is going very well.
To find out, 2 ships must fly in space together and fly close enough to join.
The word from the Cape is, we are go.
The prime pilots for the Gemini 6 flight, Wally Schirra and Tom Stafford.
Only if they can will men return from the moon.
2, 1. Ignition.
But will 2 ships even find each other in the vastness of space?
Okay, their orbit is 87 by 140.
How are the 7 boys doing? Did they go over a while ago?
They sure did. They're about 5 minutes ahead of you.
Roger. Tell them we'll see them at the next station.
Roger, read you. Loud and clear.
Hey, I think I've got it. Is that spacecraft 7? Break at .48 nautical miles. 660 feet. 300 feet. We're directly forward. 180 feet.
Ask them what their range is now.
About 20 feet.
Twin ships meet in the heavens and fly almost close enough to touch.
Gemini 7, are you able to see in the windows of 6 very easily and vice versa? Roger.
It is proof a moon lander could meet a mothership and return. A giant leap towards the dream of the moon. And then it's over. coming home, death lurks just inches from the rocket men. A superheated plasma envelops the craft, twice as hot as the surface of the sun. Frank Borman and Jim Lovell are the most traveled humans in history. They have voyaged more than 6 million miles, and the sun has risen and set on them 400 times. They have shown that men could live through the long journey to the moon, and it is their destiny to go there. The final part of the dream is coming. Its name, Apollo. In legend, the god Apollo flew on the back of a swan to the land of eternal spring. Fire will carry this Apollo, 1 million gallons of fuel, in a rocket the size of a 35-story building. It is beyond earthly names, so they call it Saturn, the most powerful machine the human mind has ever conceived. In the first crew, 31-year-old Roger Chaffee joins the Rocketmen elite. Gus Grissom, the man who cheats death. And Edward White, spacewalker. The year is 1967, the last week in January. It is just after midday.
This is a hard phrase to say, but I think it's a necessary one. It would be an instantaneous death, would it not?
I think that's a fair assumption.
These 3 men, they were aware of consequences of the risky work they were doing, were they not?
They were. All of our pilots are. This is an extremely hazardous business. We've tried to convey that to people, and I know you newsmen have too. But it's a shame that things like this have to happen to bring it home to us so dramatically.
Death will only wait so long. It came for Grissom, White, and Chaffee. A fire in the sealed capsule. The cause, a spark from wiring beneath Gus Grissom's seat. From the ashes comes a phoenix, built on the lessons learned from men who gave their lives. Almost 2 years later, a reborn Apollo is ready to fly.
This is Apollo Saturn launch control at 2 hours, 20 minutes and counting. We appear to have a beautiful morning here for a flight to the moon, and countdown still going very satisfactory at this time. We expect that astronauts Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, and Bill Anders will be coming out in a matter of a few minutes.
400,000 people work for NASA. Today, just before Christmas 1968, they will seek to make history.
50 seconds and counting. We have the power transfer. We're now on the flight batteries within the launch vehicle. 45 seconds. Minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. We have ignition sequence start. The engines are on. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit. We have liftoff. Cleared the tower.
S2 has ignited, we can confirm. And the thrust looks good. All engines, all sources show the stage is burning perfectly.
The launch of the giant rocket can be seen for 100 miles.
It was a very exciting ride on that big Saturn, but it worked perfectly.
For time beyond time, men have dreamed of seeing Earth as a globe, a single planet. These rocket men do so. These new adventurers are Earth's most traveled pair, Frank Borman and Jim Lovell. And with them, on his first flight, astronaut Bill Anders. They are to be the first men to travel to the moon, orbit round it, and return. NASA rates their chances of living no more than 50-50. For almost 250,000 miles they travel between the Earth and the moon, and see it as no one has before.
0.9 by 60.5. 169.1 by 60.5. Apollo 8, this is Houston, roger. 169.1 by 60.5. Good to hear your voice.
This is the first sight human eyes ever have of the far side of the moon. And then, orbiting the moon, they discover the Earth.
For all the people back on Earth, The crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you.
On Christmas Eve, 1968, Apollo 8 calls home. More people listen than have ever heard a single human voice before.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God bless all of you on the good earth.
Now we have seen the moon. Now we must make it ours. But one vital element is not ready. The lunar lander, a ship that can actually set down. It will be very light, very fragile, and very hard to fly. The world's best pilots will be needed to tame it, like Neil Armstrong. The rocket man cheats death. It is their gift. Sometimes.
Liftoff. We have liftoff at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Apollo 9 at 5 minutes. Everybody's happy as a clam here. Looking good.
In the spring of 1969, rocket men fly once again. This time they bring with them the LEM, the lunar lander, to fly for the very first time. Orbiting Earth, the men who fly the lander have no hope their flimsy ship could ever get them home.
Upside down again. Hey, I just thinking one of us isn't right side up.
It is so fragile, it would disintegrate in the Earth's atmosphere. Yet its windows give the best view a rocket man has ever seen.
Hey Dave, we're at 49 miles and we can still see you. Hey, that's pretty good.
Returning to the mothership in space will be the final test, and the only way the rocket men will survive.
I think I got a handle on it now. Good show, Spider. Okay, Houston, we're locked up.
The dress rehearsal.
Apollo 10, you can tell the world that we have arrived.
The complete Apollo flight plan.
Charlie Brown, Houston, over.
Everything except the landing.
Oh, Houston, this is Snoopy.
Right, Snoop, go ahead.
It's going. We is down among them, Charlie.
Roger, I hear you weaving your way up the freeway.
Yeah, she said you wouldn't come. That's right. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can take a little smoke.
There are no tests left. No more plans or calculations. If Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and Mike Collins are to live, a million things must go perfectly. Their labor is the most trying, and every small step watched by a world with the dream in its eyes. The crew design a mission badge. They alone of all the rocket men will fly with no names. It is not who will make this voyage, they say, but that the voyage is made. They will fly for all of us.
Then sat down to breakfast. They had a menu of filet mignon, scrambled eggs, toast, coffee, and tea. This is Apollo launch control. We're still aiming toward our planned liftoff at the start of the lunar window, 9:32 a.m. Eastern Daylight. This is Apollo Saturn launch control. T-minus 3 hours, 4 minutes, 32 seconds, and counting. Right on time as far as the astronaut countdown is concerned. The prime crew now departing from their crew quarters here at the Kennedy Space Center. Astronauts Neil Armstrong, Mike Collins, and then finally Buzz Aldrin. The estimate is more than 1 million persons are in the immediate area to watch the launch. This is Apollo Saturn launch control. We passed the 6-minute mark in our countdown for Apollo 11, the flight to land of the first men on the moon. The swing arm now coming back as our countdown continues. Firing command coming in now. We're on an automatic sequence as the master computer supervises hundreds of events occurring over these last few minutes.
Hey, be over here.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
For 3 days, the world waits as Apollo 11 hurtles 250,000 miles to the moon.
Apollo 11, Houston, we wondered if you started into the rim yet, over.
Capcom, we're go for undocking.
Roger, Eagle, undock. Listen, Dave, everything's going just swimmingly. Beautiful.
Great.
Like you got a fine-looking flying machine there, Eagle, despite the fact you're upside down.
Somebody's upside down. Houston, Eagle, how do you read?
Bye-bye, Eagle. We're standing by for your burn report, over.
Roger, the burn was on time. The residuals before nulling.
Houston, we've lost all data with Eagle.
At a critical moment, all communication with the LEM is lost.
Eagle, did you copy, Columbia?
Tell them to go ass on me, over.
Hearing now, Houston.
Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over. You're a go to continue power descent. You're a go to continue power descent.
Okay, all flight controllers, go for landing. Retro.
Go.
Fido.
Go.
Guidance.
Go.
Control. Go. Telcom.
Go.
GNC.
Go.
Econ.
Go.
Surgeon.
Go.
Capcom, we're go for landing.
Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Then, a warning from the LEM's onboard computer.
Program alarm.
Affirmative.
1202. 1202.
No one is sure what it means.
Give us a reading on the 1202 program alarm.
We're go. Roger, we got you. We're going that alarm. Looking good to us. You're still looking good. It's coming up 3 minutes.
Then, another problem.
Our position check downrange show us to be a little long.
Roger.
They are long, headed outside their target area, to a landing zone no one is prepared for.
1201. 1201. 1201.
Roger, 1201 alarm.
And the alarms keep coming.
We're go. Same tight. We're go.
Into the ag, 47 degrees.
Roger.
Standard speed down 3.5. 47 forward.
Then Armstrong does what he has prepared for all his life.
He's taking over manual control. That's a go.
He overrides the computer and takes control.
13 forward.
After millennia of dreaming,
3.5 down. Okay, engine stop. APA at a descent. Mode control both auto, descent engine command override off. Engine arm off. 413 is in.
We copy you down, Eagle.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
Houston, this is Neil, radio check.
Neil, this is Houston, loud and clear. Break, Buzz, this is Houston. Radio check and verify TV circuit breaker in.
Roger, TV circuit breaker's in. Reach 5 clear.
Roger.
Your TV circuit breaker's in. Reach 5 clear. Pick it up loosely with my toe. Okay, gonna get the contingency sample there in here? Right. Okay, that's good. I'll try to get a rock in here. Oh, that looks beautiful from there, Neil. You ready for me to come out? All set. You've got 3 more steps and then a long one. There you go. It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States. It's different, but it's very pretty out here. Beautiful view. Isn't that something? Magnificent sight out here. Magnificent desolation.
Columbia, this is Houston reading you loud and clear, over.
Yeah, this is Houston reading. Yeah, reading you loud and clear. How's it going?
60 miles away. On his own in space, Michael Collins listens to what is unfolding beneath him.
I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene.
That's all right. I don't mind a bit.
They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar ticket.
Beautiful, just beautiful.
We'll read the plaque that's on the front landing gear of this LAM. It says, "Dear men from the planet Earth, first set foot upon the moon, July 1969, AD. It came in peace for all mankind." It has the crew members' signatures and the signature of the President of the United States.
They came in peace for all mankind.
Stage, engine arm ascent, proceed. 36 feet per second up. 5 for the pitch over. Very smooth.
Nothing anyone has seen can prepare the world for the return of the heroes, the rocket men who walked on the moon. Then, 4 months later,
257 feet coming down at 5. 240 coming down at 5.
Apollo 12 makes the drama look routine.
Contact light, outstanding, man.
Hey, I feel great. How long we been out, Houston?
2 moonwalkers becomes 4.
And then there's Hanson, your go for tomorrow.
And 6.
We're on the surface. Okay, we made a good landing.
And 10.
We managed the slope, but other than that, we're in great shape. Yeah, right on the landing site.
We even take a car.
This is gonna be a good day, Charlie. Oh, spectacular. Just spectacular. And here we go. Man, that was great. Big skid. Man, you were really bouncing it. Is he on the ground at all? We're doing 10 clicks, Tony. 10 kilometers. He's got about 2 wheels on the ground. Okay, turn sharp. Tony, this is so great you can't believe it. Oh, I believe it, Charlie. It's ready, Charlie.
Like children, we see the glory of what we have achieved on another world.
What a ride, what a ride.
In Vietnam, things are relatively quiet with only a few firefights. 814 men of the 3rd Battalion, 16th
GIs north of Saigon were evacuating villagers in the Mekong Delta. The South Vietnamese forces
where Viet Cong's Marine League announced yesterday.
But it is what, on our own world, we have failed to achieve that means we cannot go on. Less than 4 years after the small step that gave us the moon, it is time for the dream to end. Rocket men must bid the moon farewell.
Roger, we're go for liftoff here, Capcom.
Right down the line.
Stand by. 25 feet. Down at 2. Feels good. 20 feet. Going down at 2, 10 feet. Contact. Okay, Houston, the Challenger has landed. As I step off at the surface at Taurus Littrow, we'd like to dedicate the first steps of Apollo 17 to all those who made it possible. I was strolling on the moon one day in a merry, merry month of December. No, May's the month. May, that's right. May is the year of the month.
We'd like you to leave immediately.
Okay. My golly, this time goes fast. Okay, 1 minute, Houston. We're 50 seconds now, and we're go.
Once, we were kings. We walked on new worlds.
Nigeria, looking good here.
We saw what we had done, and it was good.
2, 1, ignition. Right our way, Houston. Vents are good. Ag side. Pitch over.
Nigeria, you have good thrust.
Then, it is over. For 27 hours, the camera on the lunar rover sends pictures of our last mark on the moon. A great dream has been accomplished, a great voyage made. But what is most clear to us is that while we journey, our eyes turn always towards our home. When next we venture into space, it will be in a craft that allows us better to study ourselves.
Go ahead. Okay, 30 seconds to the SRT minus 1 call. Smoking. Go. Network. Go. Echo. Go. FAO. Go. AMR.
Arm. Houston is go for set. Have a great flight. Stand by. Sideways lurch, just like they said. Okay, she's flying good. 250. Okay, 11 Alpha, pushing over.
The space shuttle brings to life the dream of flying from the heavens. A giant ship, graceful and bold, that returns from... But if the new rocket men glide back on the wind, like those before them, they will rocket to space by fire. And lives will be forfeit if it fails.
Go at 40, Capcom. Columbia, Houston, you're go at 40.
You don't understand, when we're going down here, we got 7 hold points. You remember where they are. 7 minutes. We got one at 5 minutes. We got one at 4. Then 2 more, and finally the one at 31 seconds. DPS. We'll go, flight. Guidance. Go. Fido. Go.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start.
We have 40 seconds to LOS. Configure LOS. You're looking good burning over the hill. We'll see you at Madrid. Okay, and market A off. And B off.
of the RMS power up. We got the significant position message, which we think is a power up transient.
Go ahead, then.
Roger, Houston, and we're passing Mach 11.
37 times men orbit the Earth. 1,000,000 miles they see. And always there is something new.
Velocity Mach 2. Sync rate still losing altitude at the rate of about 200 feet per second. Gear down. Flight control reports steady braking.
For a second time in our story, rocket men make space travel seem routine. Yet amidst the routine, there is always magic.
Okay, Bruce, we see your airport.
Well, that may have been one small step for Neil, but it's a heck of a big leap for me.
At 17,000 miles an hour, untethered in space, this is the new dream of the rocket men. It is time for others to join rocket men in space.
It's beautiful!
Time for those who can bring back stories of how it is. Not rocket men, but writers, poets, teachers.
I've made 9 wonderful friends over the last 2 weeks. When that shuttle goes, they might be one body. But there's going to be 10 souls that I'm taking with me. Thank you. That's great.
It is January 28, 1986. An icy morning. Cape Canaveral, Florida, USA.
Krista McAuliffe has been handed an apple by the closeout crew.
And here comes the flight crew now.
T-minus 7 minutes and counting. Pilot Mike Smith is given a go to perform the auxiliary power unit pre-start. Ground launch sequencer program has been initiated.
T-minus 1 minute and counting. Hydrogen burn igniters also armed at this time. Sound suppression system now armed.
Almost to the day, we lost 3 astronauts in a terrible accident on the ground. But we've never lost an astronaut in flight. We've never had a tragedy like that. Slipped the surly bonds of Earth to touch the face of God.
Two years after the loss of their fellows, rocket men return to flight. This time they bring with them something to take us further into space than we have ever journeyed. An eye to take us to the very edges of the universe.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Morning, Story. Gotta go for HST deploy ops. Discovery, go plus SDM deploy.
Eagle, go. FAO,
go.
Max, go. PRS, go flight. Payloads, waiting on you.
Flight payloads, we are
go.
go.
Capcom, we have a go for release.
Discovery, go for Hubble release.
For centuries, people have dreamed of machines to let them travel through time. The Hubble Space Telescope is such a machine. With it, we can see distant suns from billions of years ago. Strange shapes across oceans of time that reveal the majesty of our universe. It has allowed the human mind to voyage to the very beginnings of time, to see a sun like our own across a distance beyond imagining. Every spot of light is a galaxy. Journeying through them, our minds must turn to find our place in this cosmic landscape. Are we alone in making sense of what it is to be alive? Beyond a yellow sun, on a small blue planet, with a gray moon of which we dream. On a winter's morning, 7 astronauts embark on a routine flight into space.
And our astronauts coming out now.
They will spend 14 days and nights making observations of our world.
Making their way to Commander Rick Husband and Mission Specialist Laurel Clark.
And you can see Husband climbing in somewhat difficult, cramped vehicle.
Welcome aboard, Rick. Thank you very much. Good morning, Jeff.
10, 9, 8, 7. We have a go for main engine start. 5, 3, 2, 1. We have booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Columbia with a multitude of national and international space research experiments.
Houston now controlling the flight of Columbia, the international research mission finally underway.
Roger, roll, Columbia. Columbia, you send your go at throttle up.
What the Star Voyagers do not know is that during launch, something dreadful has occurred. A piece of foam insulation from the rocket's main fuel tank became dislodged and struck the shuttle's wing. High-speed film shows the telltale plume of debris from the impact. Without knowing it, the rocket men have traded their lives for the best view in the world. A view perhaps they judge worth it.
Columbia, Houston, good burn, no trim required.
Just go ahead and make sure you check your suit pressure integrity too.
I don't have my gloves on, yes. Yep. Replug.
Replug, that's all you gotta do.
Oh, I can see on your moon.
Not yet?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah, I can see your camera.
But I'd like to stay where we're at. See them go erratic for a little bit before they went away, so I do believe it's instrumentation.
Okay. Fido, when are you expecting tracking?
1 minute to go, flight.
Okay.
Okay, John?
Perhaps one day we will leave behind this great endeavor of space exploration and move on. Perhaps we will say, no, We do not want to discover what is not yet known. We no longer wonder what is out there.
We're just gonna go. You ready? Godspeed, John Glenn.
We, the rocket men, do not care to go and see.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
Perhaps we shall say this.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
But not yet.
That's one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
The rocket men fly for adventure. They fly for knowledge.
Discovery, it's time for you to return to flight. Our hopes and prayers ride with you. Godspeed, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
They fly for us.
That is all crew members on board at this time.
On behalf of the many millions of people who believe so deeply in what we do, good luck, Godspeed, and have a little fun up there.
25.
The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted.
Firing chain is armed.
It belongs to the brave.
Debris safe systems armed. T-minus 10 seconds. Go for main engine start. 7, 6, 5. 3 engines up and burning. 3, 2, 1. And liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, beginning America's new journey to the moon, Mars, and beyond. And the vehicle has cleared the tower.
Discovery, Houston, go at throttle.